introduce the episode for us.
Hey, hello guys. Today we are going to be talking about self-awareness.
I just you never introduce yourself now. The topic you first.
You have to do all this now. You better introduce your team.
Hi guys, we have Ugochike Metizi with us today. I want to talk about my brand Blessed to be a blessing. It's not a brand, it's more like a foundation. Ugochiko, how do you think Blessed to be a blessing has affected life since when it started?
More this life. Stop envisioning too much.
Yeah,
What can you do with
to
what
make a
you have?
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has been good so far. At least I always have this notion in my head that doing something is better than doing nothing. So even if it's just one life you change, is a big difference than zero life change. So always do something.
Hello guys, you're welcome to an amazing episode on EW Podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and the reality check. I'm your host, name is Luchi Gloria, and I have my guest with
Gochuku
me.
Gochuku Emetezi Divine, popularly known as Ugo.
So our topic today is self-awareness. We're just going to speak generally basically, yeah. So when I say self-awareness, because we've been talking about growing. What if you're not even aware that you even need growth? I was on when we were coming to work today, I just thought to myself that why do people think that they are sorry, why do we claim a lot of us claim that we are perfect? You know, when I talk, I'll be like, I'm a speck. 10 plus 10 minus nothing.
Fine boy, no pimples.
And I think when we grow with that notion, it creates room for less growth. What do you think about what I just said?
The truth is, I don't know why we're dragging in this Nigeria because me, I cannot speak for the world as a whole.
Yeah.
So me that this Nigeria, I don't know what everybody's dragging with everybody. This one is claiming that it's the finest. This one is claiming that it's the
Most
sexiest.
successful.
This one is claiming that she's the one that has the most beautiful husband, beautiful sister. So in Nigeria, it's just too much. Like it's so much. Everybody just wants to be everything, and it's not really that easy if you don't want to be anything. So um you have to grow, like you have to leave room for growth. Even the best of the best, like in football, Messi,
Yeah.
he still trains, he still practice. Messi will not sit down in his house and say, abeg when match reach mo una call me. Oh no, when they fix training he will still go do one or two drills, because if you don't train, you lose your touch, you lose that your perfect, that your, I will not say perfect, you lose how good you are. So humans are creatures of growth, training and practice. To be the best, to be good at what you do, you have to leave room for practice, you have to leave room for errors, and you have to leave time for training. So if you are not doing that before, you have to inculcate it in your lifestyle.
Your daily lifestyle. And I think when I talk about self awareness, I think one thing I would want to highlight is discipline, self discipline. I remember growing up and I came back one day and I told you guys that, how am I going to read now? How am I supposed to come back now? I want to watch movie. I remember sharing you the story with you where I told you that my friend told me that if you don't read now, you go fail now. So the ability to always check yourself. How often do you do that? Talk to yourself like, Ugochukwu, you're not doing good. How often do you call yourself to order even when you're the offender?
There is, I don't know if it's for everybody, but there's this gift I have. I don't know if it's a gift. I think it's a gift. I most in most cases, I always know my problem, and I always know the solution to my problem. And there's something that always happens to me when things are not working the way I want, when things are not working the way I planned, when things are not working no sorrow. There's how I feel. Like I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel pushed. Like there's just this urge that keeps on telling me when I'm not doing it right. And once that urge come, I will just pick any book around, even if it's a reading book or something. I don't know. I'll just pick any note, something, and just start writing my problems. Like most of the times I might just solve the problem for like 2 3 days and I'm still back to failing again or back to my failed state again. But I never stop writing and writing the solutions and working. And this life, once you keep trying, there's no how, no how, you succeed one day. So I just tend to just keep taking notes. It's a regular thing for me. It can happen daily, it can happen weekly, it can happen, but the push is just there to check myself, to check what is not working well and how can you make them work well. So I don't know. You have to do it. If you're not doing it before, you have to look at your life, take a character journal, write about what you think is not working well and how you think you can make it work well with the little you have and the little you can do. So
Yeah, I think it's very important that we also highlight that a lot of times, even when you're so careful, I would like to think I'm a very careful person. There are sometimes you just things will not just go your way. A lot of times we have what I always say this thing after my experience last year, that your plan is not definite. The only thing that is definite is your goals. But how you achieve those goals changes within time. So I think we also need to like that. Sometimes your best may not be the best, but you just have to live with that.
yeah.
You always have to accept the fact that you are going to try harder. And you know this thing where they talk say you go try, no evidence. And the evidence is just in the results of being the amazing person you would be eventually when you take self-development seriously.
Basically, self awareness. You have to check yourself. You have to be aware. Did I dress good today?
Mm.
What would I have done better today? What did I do worse today? How can I be the how can I be the best version of myself? What can I inculcate in my life that will make me a better version? I think that is just the whole thing about this thing called life.
Mm.
Evolving, changing, developing. Dis ugo e don dey get money o. Dis ugo don dey wear ironed clothes o. Dis ugo don dey wash im clothes. So it's not like you are living for the compliments, but you yourself, check yourself, stop lying to yourself, stop ignoring yourself, look into yourself, look into your life, look into everything you do at every given time. Be aware of what you are doing. Things should not just be happening by chance or by surprise. You cannot always be in charge of your life because life is very funny. Something will just happen and everything you have planned is gone and that is it. But in as much as you keep believing, you keep trying, you keep putting effort, you don't stop trying. The major thing is there is
Always show up.
try, always show up, always believe, always work. You be that person you want to be. So self-awareness is you not ignoring your mind, is you not ignoring what your subconscious is telling you, is you
Mm.
listening to yourself, listening to what your mind is telling you, what your mind wants you to be, and how good your mind wants you to effect and affect the world. So
So summarizing, I would just like to point out that again, self-discovery, calling yourself out is not an easy task.
yeah,
I used to say this to my brothers and everybody that cared to listen. You can lie to everybody, but you can never lie to yourself.
yeah,
That is how funny this word is. I always use that as an example when I speak to myself. In as much as I'm trying to put up a facade of a perfect person, a 10 out of 10, I know within myself what the real truth is. And I try to
know your
work.
feelings, know
Yes,
your
I
weakness.
try to work on that
Yeah,
truth
and you have to
accurately.
keep working on
And
them.
even in as much as people perceive me as a very I know I try as much as possible to be very vulnerable on this podcast. So I want to point this out there just for people that think, oh, she has it all figured out. For me, basically, people perceive me as a very confident person. But in real sense, I think I'm a very shy person. I am working on my social skills. I'm accepting roles, a lot of roles actually, just to help me work with my social skill. So, in as much as people see me as that, I know the real truth. I know that I'm not all that when it comes to like social skills, and I'm taking roles, I'm taking lessons to like better my. So, what do you think yours is?
I think it's the same for me because in my family when you come you think that this Ugo is very outspoken, no, but I if you see me speaking in public, like if you see me speaking publicly, just know I'm doing it out of duty or out of maybe I was mandated to do it. It's not my thing. I don't like being in the spotlight. I like just doing my
Behind the
things behind the scene.
scenes.
Even if you watch if you listen in on the last episode, you hear about sporty bands. This is it is an idea that I've always been there, always been, but I don't want to be seen. I don't want people to see me. I just want my space.
You just want to keep
Just, yes,
working and
keep working
just doing
behind the
your thing.
scenes,
Yeah.
enjoying my life, the little money I will get. But I'm not really the public person. So I think that is one misconception people have about me. They think, this boy is very confident. This boy is funny. This boy can talk. But if you not talk to me, I will not talk to you. Most of the friends I've made, either I had to like say, God, please let me not fall my hand, God, please let me not fall my hand before I talk to them,
Yes.
or they just happen to just like say hello, what's up.
We just clicked.
Apart from that, if you're expecting me to make the first move, never. I will
It's always been
never.
it.
It's
I
very
think
difficult for me.
do
But
you think our growing up, like how we were trained,
yeah,
had
I think it's
an
all
effect?
thanks. Will I say all thanks?
Is
But I
it a
will
thank you
blame my
thing?
daddy. Yes, may so
God
rest in
bless his
peace.
soul.
I will also blame my mom and my dad. Those people, they were tag team. Anything that my dad did to you, my mom know about it. Anything my mom did to you, my dad know about it. If they tell you that is your daddy, now lie. Those people those people, they
So I
dealt
think,
with us simultaneously. So
yeah,
my dad just trained us to not need people. He trained us to like
be
fend for
aware. Yeah,
ourselves, like do things yourself. He's a do it yourself kind of person. Like he does not want anybody to
it
be
does not believe in
yes,
third party
yes, he does
system.
not want anybody to be a liability to him. To even when he was making the little money was God was giving to him, he was setting himself up. He said, see, as I'm training you people in school, as I'm doing all these things for you people, you people do not owe me anything. No, you people should go
He
and
will even like point
he
that
will tell
out
you, say you
literally.
people should not come and think that the school you are going is for me. I don't need your money in the future. I don't need, yeah, if God bless you, you have sense
You
and
not
say,
remember
okay,
me.
let you just remember your parents and consider them. I don't have a problem with
I'll
that,
be
but
fine.
don't make the mistake of thinking that I'm doing this for my parents, I'm making money for my
Yeah.
parents. Remove that pressure from yourself. Like he kept on saying it, and he kept on backing those words with actions, like making investments for him and his wife. So my dad just trained us to just be a lone wolf, like fight for ourselves. You don't need people. So I think it just affected us to just want to be by ourselves most of the time. Like you can
Yes.
see us in public associating, it's not out of, I know my siblings, out of default. Most of us just want to go home. Like
Immediately
we're
we go for
tired. We just want to go home. But it look as if this person they do guy, this person more
so pointing out that we also need to highlight that socialization has a very big role to play when it comes to
yes, yes.
self-awareness. It's been an amazing time with you again on this
Yeah,
podcast.
thank you. Thank you, my fans.
Like I always see, I'm an advocate of let's promote each other anywhere it gets to. So we are also promoting sporty bands. I'm
Yeah.
correct. I got this one
On
correctly.
TikTok,
On
YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram,
YouTube.
Sporty Bands
We are
2024,
also promoting Gentlemen series.
Gentleman
Everything
Series,
is on
Gadget
Instagram. It's
Deals,
going to pop
Laptop, yeah.
on the screen. And we are also promoting social media Ugo.
Yeah, Instagram
So
Deals,
everything
bring
is,
this.
yeah. And I want to also advise people to like go for it because at the end of the day, that is all you really have basically. Go for what you want. There is no, I not do this because of this, I not do this because of this. The least that will happen is people will talk. Whether you do, whether you not do,
People will still
they go
talk.
talk.
That one is not left for you. How do you want them? What do you want them to talk about?
Yes, you have to
Uh,
like create the script.
yeah,
Does that make
write your own
sense?
script, write your own story.
I think I should talk
Don't
about
allow the
that,
world
creating
to
your own
write it for
script.
you. Yeah,
Unfortunately, this happens to be the last episode which will be featuring on. Hopefully, I have your one more episode before you go back to
yeah.
school. Okay, guys, don't forget to stream this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, and on YouTube. Please subscribe, like, share, engage on the comments. Tell us what you think about self awareness and how your socialization as a child, from your family to your school to your peers, how it affected you as a person, being aware of yourself as a person. And don't forget that you can follow me on my social handle at Instagram, Oluchimitezi, EW podcast and Luch's Concept. We have a weekly vlog on my Ask Luchi segment. So just go there and enjoy yourself. And you can like peep a bit into my activities, major activities basically. And don't forget to follow me on X, formerly Twitter at Oluchimitezi, on Facebook from that one has the Facebook. Oluchi Imitizi. I'm your host, Imitizi Oluchi Gloria. Is there anything you would like to say? Follow you on.
You can follow me on my private Instagram page, Ugochukwu, but instead of W at the ending is another U.
It's going
That's
to
just
pop
it.
on the
Everywhere, Twitter, TikTok,
screen.
Snapchat is the same.
Like I always say, let's spread love because love is God. God is love. Have an amazing week. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, bye.